Hello scrapbookers, I'm Megan and I am back today with a goals video. Finally, it's only like the second or third week of the month by the time I post this and I'm finally getting around to it. Okay, so I want to start off with my crafty / scrapbooking goals because I know that's what most of you want to know, and then I'm going to add in like all my personal goals and stuff like that if I have time, if this doesn't go too long, because I kind of like to talk, which is funny because I'm not a huge talker, but at the same time I am, apparently, when it's about me. I'm very selfish. Okay, that's what I'm deducing from that. Deducing? Is that the right word? Anyway, I don't know. Okay, let's just jump right in because, like I said, I like to talk. So crafty goal numero uno is I want to use more mixed media. That was my goal last year, and I did kind of start out using more mixed media. I was doing that series with Daisy where we would pick a mixed media specialist, I guess you could say, somebody in the scrapbooking industry who does a lot of mixed media. We did a lot of Missy Whitten. I will try to remember to leave links below to all of the videos or to a playlist. I'll make a playlist. I think I actually have a playlist of that series that I did with Daisy, and her name on social media is Daisy Niemeyer or Mrs. D. Niemeyer. So I'll leave links to her too below. Sorry, I talk with my hands. Hope that doesn't bother you. But anyway, so I'll leave links to the playlist with her and then also her social media links so you can go follow her because she's awesome. I love her and I love her scrapbooking. So we did a mixed media series and we're actually going to start doing it again, but we're going to make it a little bit more simpler. So instead of scrap lifting somebody else that does a lot of scrapbooking with mixed media, we are just going to focus on one technique every month. And we're only going to post once a month because we've got a lot on our plates, both of us. And it'll be the last day of the month. So it'll be either the 30th or the 31st. This month, it'll be January 31st. So you can watch out for that. Okay, goal number 2, do something in my scrap studio every single day. So I've kind of done okay with this so far. And let's see, today is, if my watch will work, January 9th. So my mom did come over the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I didn't really get in my scrapbooking room to do anything. Sorry, my dogs are in here with me and they're of course being super disgusting and licking and biting and yeah, sorry. They follow me wherever I go, so I can never get away. Anyway, so do something in my scrap studio every single day. So that could be clean, edit videos, comment on videos because I'm so bad about commenting on your comments that you leave on my videos and I'm so sorry. I appreciate them and I read every single one of them, but I just don't always have time to reply back. So I am going to try to be better about that. Scrapbook, the main thing that I would absolutely love to do, or blog posts and then Facebook groups. Like get in the Facebook groups, you know, write the blog posts, anything like that, edit photos, anything that gets me in my scrapbook room, because I get into ruts where I don't even step foot in my scrapbooking room because I'm so busy cleaning the house. I'm so busy running around to appointments with the kids or myself or working or spending time with my family, which is good. And I'm very proud of myself. Like I used to always just be in my craft room all day long, every day. And I never used to clean. I never used to really do anything. So I am really proud of myself that when I did start working, I made sure that I was cleaning the house more and I wasn't spending all of my extra time in my scrap room, which I did do for a long time. And so now I have to find that balance between being a mom, being a housewife, and being a working mom, and also doing things for myself. So that is one of the other big things. That should probably actually be my number one goal, is to do something in my scrapbook studio every single day. Whether I just step in here to look at Facebook, or I step in here to make a 5-minute card or something. And that's another thing, is I want to start sending out birthday cards and anniversary cards and just hello cards and just sending out more cards and making more cards. So that's kind of that's a goal, but it's not really written down, I guess is what I mean. Okay, so number 3 is also very important to me. Edit photos on a daily or weekly basis. So, as you know, I love Project Life and I love incorporating it into my yearly albums because I take so many photos and I print off all of those photos that I take that I love and that will help me remember the little things because I love remembering the little things. And my only problem is 2017 is all printed off. I think I have November and December to print off still of 2017, but 2018, I think I only have half of the year printed off. And so I'm kind of like freaking out right now because I didn't really do any 2018 scrapbooking. I didn't really do any 2018 Project Life at all. And so I'm behind and I hate it when I'm behind. So this year I am going to edit my photos and print my photos on a daily and weekly basis. So with editing my photos, all I do is I go on my phone and I just use the filters that they have on my phone. And when I bring them into Photoshop, sometimes I will edit them a little bit more. But usually I just send them straight to Shutterfly from my phone and I print them off on a monthly basis. I've been trying to, but I haven't really had a whole lot of extra money. So I just placed an order for, I think, August and September and October of 2017. And so I also added my week number 1 for 2019 to that batch for Shutterfly. And those are supposed to arrive on Friday, this Friday, which is, I think, the 12th. I think it's the 12th. So yay for that. And I will be able to scrapbook week number 1 and get it out of the way. The only thing I need to do is do my cover page for 2019 and probably, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I think I'm going to, kind of go back to what I did in 2017 and just print off all of our family photo and then all of our individual photos because I really did like that. Okay, so yeah, number 3, edit photos daily and weekly. So I did edit all of last week's photos, and last night I started editing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday photos, but I didn't finish them. So once I get done with this, I'm going to try to finish that before I have to run to work. Okay, goal number 4, print photos on a monthly basis. Also, the thing that makes it hard on me is, so I'll show you what I do. So I get these photos from Shutterfly and then I write on them what months they are. So this was June and July 2018. The only thing is I like to have the exact date that the photo is taken on. And Shutterfly used to, in the little area where it says like what type of photo, so it says iPhone 7 Plus photo ordered at Shutterfly, it used to have the date on it and I didn't used to have to print anything. Like I didn't have to enter it myself or anything, but now it doesn't do that. So it's going to be backwards, but I have to print the date there myself. And so when I get my photos, I oftentimes just throw them to the side and I don't put the dates on them. But I really absolutely love to have the exact date of the photo. And I know that that is so crazy and hyper, like, I don't know what to call myself, but I am OCD about having the exact date that the photo is taken on. And so I have to take time to sit down after I get an order and go through my photos and figure out what day they were taken on. That's so much work. So I'm going to try to see if there's an option to add the date onto the back of the photo. And I think there is. The only thing is that's time consuming as well. So I don't know if it would be easier to, because you have to go through each photo after you add it to Shutterfly and add the date to it. So I'm thinking it might not be, time-wise, it might not be a good idea, but I kind of want to see if it'll work. Okay, so then I also want to, on a monthly basis, add photos to my Pocket Pages and figure out which photos I'm going to make into layouts and all of that. I have some process videos, and I think I have a couple of videos that kind of take you through how I do Project Life, but I think I might try to do a new series and kind of show you how I do it, just so that you can get an idea of what goes through my head when I'm doing it. Because I don't do normal Project Life. If you're new here, I do not do Becky Higgins Project Life, one photo for every day of the week, one spread, week one. No, I do monthly Project Life, and I print off as many photos as I want, and I just put them all in Pocket Pages. Okay, goal number 5. Okay, this one, I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but I want to make 5 Project Life cards weekly and add them to past albums that aren't finished. And that's actually my last goal for Crafty Goals. Hey, we're only at 11 minutes. How nice. I seriously thought I was going to talk forever. So with that goal, my idea is that I want to get caught up on 2017. I want to get caught up on 2018. So if I'm making 5 Project Life cards a week, I could just totally stick them in, do the journaling as I'm sticking them in, and it's done, right? So that's my goal with that. That's the intent behind that goal. We'll see if it happens. I'm not really good about keeping up on my goals, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Okay, so let's go to home goals. And so number 1, which I have actually been doing so much better about this. So if you don't know, I am a mom, but I am also a working mom. So I work about 30 to 35 hours a week, and I usually work evenings. Sorry, Piper has an itch. And I work evenings usually. So I work from 1 to 9-ish at night. Sometimes I get home before that. Sometimes I get home after that. It just kind of depends on how busy we are and all of that fun stuff. So I work, and in the last year, because I started working last year, that has totally changed our home life. I used to spend a lot of time, like I said earlier, in my scrap studio, not really cleaning, not really doing anything, because I had all day, and I'm sorry, I could just sit in my scrap room all day, right? And then when the kids got home, I would kind of clean up a little bit, and after the kids got home, I would clean up and help with homework and do all of that stuff. Well, now I have to get all of the cleaning done in the mornings, and I also have to get everything else done, like all my errands and all of that stuff. Because if I don't get it done, then it kind of puts my husband in a bad mood, because he feels like I don't care about the house and the home and, you know, all that stuff, which I totally get. I get that. So goal number 1 for my home goals is to clean first, which I actually have been really good about doing in the last few months. My number 1 goal of the day is always to make sure the kitchen is clean, the dishes are done, the dishes are put away, and the counters are cleaned off. And sometimes I get to the table, sometimes I don't. And I've been doing really good with that lately. So that makes me really happy. Goal number 2 is spend more time with my family when I'm home, which I have been doing a really good job. We play games. We got the kids a bunch of board games and card games for Christmas, so we've started doing that. I kind of want to start doing like a Q&A session with the kids. I want it to be like, I don't want it to be formal. I want it to be like, hey, you know, what's your favorite subject? You know, kind of things like that that you talk about with the kids. And that's kind of more what I want to focus on, is the kids and their lives and how they're doing in school, how their friends are, who they like, you know, stuff like that. My boys aren't really open about stuff like that. So I kind of want to make them feel more comfortable with sharing everyday life stuff with me. and we've run into some family problems with the kids lately. And so it's making me realize I need to be there for them and I need to listen to them, even if it's super boring. Do any of you have a problem listening to your kids talk about their problems? Or not really their problems, but like their life. Like, I love Brennan to death, but he will talk your ear off. If you're new here, he's my middle son. He's 12 years old, and he will absolutely talk your ear off about the most boring crap. I love him to death. But seriously, I'm just like, oh my gosh, please tell me there are other people out there that just get so bored listening to their kids. I try to be good. So I'm going to be better about that, listening to my kids and actually being present during our conversations. Okay, so that's all part of number 2, which is more family time when I'm home. Okay, so number 3, use my time more wisely. So I dibble dabble, is that the word? I don't know. I get on social media and I get lost, and I go down the Pinterest rabbit hole and go down the Facebook rabbit hole and the Instagram rabbit hole. So I'm going to try the block system. I don't know how well it'll work. So it's like you block off so many hours to do one thing, and then you block off so many hours to do another thing. And where I want to get my cleaning done first, I'm going to do cleaning from like 8 to 10 every morning. And then I'm going to do like 10 to noon, like any other tasks that I need to get done for my own purposes, like running errands, like scrapbooking, videos, you know, all of that kind of stuff, editing, stuff like that, so that I will definitely have a clean house and my husband will be happy and my kids will be happy when I'm not here, but then I will also be happy. And then from noon to 1, I have to get ready and go to work and eat lunch and all that stuff. And then, you know, 1 to 9, I work. And then I come home and spend time with my husband and my kids. Sometimes I get home and my kids are still awake, usually on the weekends, like Fridays, Saturdays. If I work those 2 days, we close earlier, which is nicer. So I usually get home by about 7 or 7:30. So that's nice. We can spend a little bit of time together. Okay, number 4, do a monthly deep clean. So my house is a dusty mess because I don't really dust. My kids are supposed to dust, but they hate dusting, and I'm never home to make them dust. And my husband is horrible about making them do their chores, no matter how much I remind him before I go into work, no matter if I text him on my lunch break and I'm like, okay, make sure the kids do their chores. Yeah, it's like he's horrible at that. He's great at doing the dishes, but that's the only thing he's great at doing, which is wonderful, and I love him for it. But I just kind of wish he could be a second me and take care of all of that crap. So I am going to do a monthly deep clean, which means getting into those areas that I don't always get. Like in my bathroom, I have tall ceilings because who doesn't need tall ceilings in their bathroom, right? So I have this shelf that's above my closet, like my linen closet, and it is so dusty. I have never dusted that area once in my life since living here, and we've lived here for 2.5 years almost. So that's a little scary to think about how much dust is up there. I've never dusted up there. So I'm going to get to those hard to reach areas. We have a bunch of those in our living room and our kitchen because houses like this, they're all about the high ceilings and then areas, having open areas so that you can decorate, which is great. I love that look, but it's just not fun keeping it clean. So I'm going to be better, and I'm going to get up on our ladder and dust all of those areas that are open and that collect dust so easily. Then I'm also going to deep clean like the bathrooms, all of the bathrooms, and once a year or twice a year, I think at the end of the winter. So in the springtime, I want to do a deep clean of the carpets. And then I might just want to do that once a year because doing it before the winter is like so pointless to me because it's going to get so gross during the winter. So it's like, I don't want to do it in the spring and then also in the fall. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you deep clean your carpets once or twice a year? I don't know. I think once a year will be good for us. Like, just after the season of, you know, tracking in all the snow and the wet and yuck, I need to make sure that I am staying on top of that. And so what I'm going to do is put reminders in my phone and remind myself on a day that I know, like a Sunday or a Saturday, like, hey, this needs to be done. So prepare yourself and put this on your list to call on Monday, you know, when the places open up again. Okay. Goal number 5, and this is my last goal as of right now. I was going to try to make 6 goals for the home, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say this is goal number 5. And this is actually kind of a personal goal. It could kind of be a personal goal, but I'm going to say it's a home goal because it includes cleaning. Make my bed every day. So I've been doing a lot of, not really research, but watching like YouTube videos on cleaning and decluttering and habits, keeping habits, making habits and keeping them. And a lot of those people that do that for a living will say, make your bed and get dressed in the morning. Maybe that should be my number 6 goal, or that could be a personal goal. I'm gonna have like 100 goals, right? And my husband is texting me right now, so I might need to come back in a minute. But yeah, he wants me to measure something for him because, you know, I have all the time in the world. Anyway, hold on. So make your bed every day. So these people are saying, if you make your bed, that is setting you up to succeed. At least you did that one thing in your day. You made your bed. Now you can go on and do other things. That also goes for getting dressed every day. I used to just stay in my pajamas all morning and I would get like nothing done. So days that I stay in my pajamas, I don't really get anything done. But days that I get dressed, I'm in a nice sweater and some jeans and I did my hair and my makeup. Like, I feel good about myself today. So I've gotten a lot of things done. I went to Walmart this morning. I picked up prescriptions. I went to Tinian's school and dropped off some stuff he needed for school. You know, like, I got all of this stuff done before I came down here to do this voiceover. So, making your bed and getting dressed in the morning are really important. And so I am going to exercise those 2 things to make sure that I succeed every single day. And if there's a day that I don't get dressed in the morning or I don't make my bed, oh no, you know, like, it's not the end of the world. But at least every other day I am making my bed and setting myself up to succeed. And that kind of ties in with use time wisely. I want to get stuff done because I only have a limited time before I have to go to work every day, you know? So from about 8 o'clock to noon, that's only 4 hours. That's really not that much time to get everything done. And so if I am using my time wisely, setting up a block system, getting things going early, then I'm going to succeed. Okay, so I will come back and I will talk to you a little bit more in depth about personal goals. I'm thinking I'm going to do a whole segment on my personal goals. I don't know if you guys are interested in something like that, but one of my personal goals is to budget. Spoiler alert. And I have been following some really awesome people on budgeting, but then also, like planning to get things done and stuff like that. So anyway, I got to get back to my husband, but I will come back hopefully tomorrow. I'll post another video on personal goals and we can kind of go over like my planners and other fun crafty stuff like that. So I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.